I'm Sean with RaiderIO, and I'm here to show you some fun skips in Operation Mechagon Workshop. This 3-time returning dungeon is fairly linear in progression and can be completed at any key levels 12 and below without using any skips. That being said, for organized groups there are a couple of key packs you can avoid. First up, we have a Night Elf meld skip in the garbage chute below the first boss. Have your tank pull the waste processing unit to the side, have the party run by, and then you can shadow melt to drop combat. Our next skip keeps us here in the underjunk and is as easy as waiting for the third waste processing unit to patrol to the left side of the room, and then you run past it on the right, pulling the remaining goo into Kujo's boss room. Our next highlight isn't a skip so much as it's a positioning tip. Most groups will fight Kujo without pulling the dogs in the far corner of the room, but you can also tackle this boss without pulling the left pack of dogs. You keep the boss near the entrance to his arena and just fight in a tighter area. If you do this, be aware that the boss will reset if he crosses over this trash line, so make sure you don't accidentally bait him there when he's doing his leaps. After Kujo, you have to navigate the conveyor belt and flame vents. You can use a warlock gate to skip the entire group further along the belts, but you can also use personal abilities like heroic leap and other long distance jumps. Next up, we have some impressive demon hunter parkour through the robot maze just before the machinist's garden. No flesh was detected here. Just before the final boss, there are 2 dangerous packs that can put you way over count if you didn't skip anything else in the dungeon. Skipping the group at the circle pad on the ramp can be done in a variety of ways, including warlock gate, remember to jump if you're a gnome to click it, shroud or invis pot and sneaking by on the left, or mind soothe and sneaking around on the right. Just remember that in all of these cases, the tank has to go first, since they'll be aggroing the last pack and pulling them into the boss room. If you have a mixture of classes who can and can't sneak by, you can also have an evoker rescue your tank right into the pack for a fun M+ bombing run. Just make sure the rest of your party can skip the previous group in some way. Finally, we're going to show you arguably the most complex tank skip this season and how it can be done by any tank class. Skipping both of the last packs requires coordination and is made easier with a shadow meld tank, however that isn't required. Make sure your tank is a night elf if you want to use the shadow meld version of this. You'll either use an ability like Sigil of Misery or Blind on the second to last pack, and then your tank pulls the last pack down to the edge of the ramp. Your party runs by and into the boss room, the tank leaps to the ramp, runs into the boss room, and shadow melds. This can be done by any night elf tank, but is slightly easier with a DH, warrior, and monk due to their higher levels of mobility. If you don't have Sigil or Bind available, you can always just punch the last pack right in the mouth like Plka does here, along with Disrupting Shout to move the casters. An alternative to this is mind soothing the pad pack, running around and pulling the last pack into the boss room and to the right while your party runs to the left a few paces behind, and then shadow melding. It can be done as a druid as well, but requires you saving your stampeding roar to get away from the group at speed to meld. You have 15 seconds from the time you pull the defense bots to when they start their AoE cast, and you want to make sure you've dropped the threat before then. This makes the timing on druids very tight. Alternatively, as mentioned on stream by Dalgroth, if the rest of your group has a combat drop, you can be a little slower and then just have everyone drop combat once the AoE starts. If your tank isn't a night elf, I'm looking at you prop allies, or if you can't shadow meld, you can simply pull the packs and die once your team has gotten safely past. Meaning, every tank, regardless of comp, can perform this skip. These skips can save you time in this very linear dungeon. Head over to raider.io/weekly-routes for our suggested routes based on your key level and get detailed notes on dangerous packs and the best bloodlust timings. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more dungeon content here at RaiderIO, and I'll see you next time.